A daughter walks in with tears and fury. She just found out the unthinkable. Her own mother had been sleeping with her man. But when she finally confronts her, things take a turn no one expected. This isn't just betrayal. It's family breaking apart in real time.
You see here alone.
You.
That's crazy.
He said, I don't want you. He said in your face.
Yeah, but you're my mom at the end of the day. Like, you were supposed to choose your child. You still chose the...
Huh?
Choosing the guy instead of her own daughter is beyond betrayal.
That's crazy.
I'm going to take care of who I take care of. I'm going to choose who I choose. And the chose me, I'm going to choose. And when I choose not to be with that nigga, I choose not to be with that. I'm not going to put that over my kid.
That's basically what you just did. You literally basically did that. You basically did that over a guy. Our whole relationship failed because of one person. Like, all I asked you was to block the person.
Her competing with her daughter instead of helping her is something no parent should ever do.
I asked you to block. Mom, well, you could have just...
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
He said in his face, I don't want you. How can you be?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
He said,
but as my mom, like, damn, you could at least block and say, you know what, you were talking to my child. I would not talk to you. Like, what?
Even if the guy was done with this lady, it's not a reason for her mother to step up and take her place.
Talk to whoever I want to talk to and how I want to talk to. Then disrespected you.
What did you say?
And you kind of disrespect me too, because you're my mom. Like, you were supposed to be on my side, but you stood on that man's side. Like, what? You called him up. You called him up and told him to choose you. Like, what
you said in your face, I don't want you.
Jesus Christ.
Said it right in front of everybody.
The worst betrayal is the one that comes from our close ones.
I don't want you.
Yeah, you called him up too.
He
like,
said I don't
and
want
then you
you.
stayed on the phone.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you called him. I said, yeah, I could do what I want to do. And you picked up the phone and called him. And Brandon and them said, don't do it. And you did. And you did it. And when you picked up that phone, I told him exactly what I said. You was a stupid one for doing that. Even Brandon said, don't do that. Brandon told you not to do it. You did it. Over a...
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
And for a make you change like that?
I didn't even change. My mom made me change. What do you mean? You literally chose a guy over me. I asked you to block. Bro, you keep talking about he chose you.
The fact that she's trying to turn it on her is beyond understanding.
I'm talking about my mom. I'm not talking about the guy. I don't care who he chose. I'm not worried about who he chose. I'm talking about you. I didn't care who he chose. You chose him, basically.
Me, if I chose him, he'll be with me today. I ain't choose that mother. If I chose him, he will be here today. I never chose him. And he know that. That's why he went to you. He went to you because I said I didn't want his ass. That's why he went to you. And when I found out he was with you, I said, you doing that.
This family relationship is beyond repair.
He said, I told him in his face I would never do that. And you went right on running it back to him. And you had to throw in my face, you're mad because I him.
I didn't even say it because you literally said, because you said if I wanted to mess around. Like, who says that?
And guess what?
Who says that?
15 minutes later.
Okay, I'm going to start answering some of y'all questions. No, we was not sleeping with the same man. I was talking to this guy first. And he decides that he wants to talk to my mom because he wanted to give his dad my mom's number.
What do you mean by that?
So all of a sudden, okay, I'm not thinking nothing of it. My dad wasn't thinking nothing of it, whatever. They get to talking, and they're supposed to be talking about me. Supposedly talking about me, but they're not talking about me. My mom switched the conversation to, you know, a little bit. She was talking to him like that.
You serious? I think both the guy and the mother are in the wrong here. What about you guys?
And he started to fall for that shit. I'm listening to every thing they're saying. Everything they are saying. Every single thing they are saying. And then all of a sudden, He calls me and he was like, can I get your mom's number from my dad, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I thought about it and I was a little iffy on it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever.
She should have trusted her own instincts.
So he gets the number, calls my mom up. Whole time he telling me, oh, I'm on the phone with my dad, blah, blah, blah. I'm on the phone with my dad.
What?
He was never on the phone with my dad. His dad, he was on the phone with my mother.
Well.
He was on the phone with my mother. And then my mom puts us on 3-way calls and stuff like that.
Oh, hell no.
She decides to put us on a 3-way call. And she was like, tell her that you want me and that you don't want her, blah, blah, blah. Tell her.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
This is not healthy at all, because this mother sees this as a competition.
I'm looking like, you know what, I'm yelling at him, going crazy, yelling at him, barely letting the man speak. And my mom was like, let him speak. And in my head, I'm looking like, the flip. Like, why am I even letting him speak? And why are we even, like, I feel like this was a little entertaining. But at first, I was with it because the 3-way and stuff like that, because I wanted to know, like, what the hell is going on. But I started thinking about it. It was like, why were you even talking to him sexually in the first place if you were only supposed to talk to him about me?
Good question. You should ask him that when we get there.
Him and the mom are both in the wrong. Who cares about who he chose? The mom should have chosen her child.
I know the videos are surfacing everywhere and stuff like that. But even though my mom did what she did, I don't wish no bad on her, nothing of that at all.
Wow.
I wouldn't want nothing bad to happen to my mom, even though she said what she said. It is what it is at this point. I mean, I just gotta find my own peace, stay out the way, and keep it going. Other than that, I wish no harm on my mom, no nothing on my mom, because I still love my mom at the end of the day. Like I said, I always wanted a relationship with my mom, but I just could never get it. Maybe because after my dad did what he did, I don't know. But still, y'all.
2 hours later.
And y'all, the main reason, I understand, I still love my mom to this, like, down bad, even though she did me dirty.
I see that she's trying to win her mom's approval, but letting her get disrespected like this isn't the answer or the way to gain someone's respect.
This is not like the first time she done did me dirty, but this is like the actual, like, the worst of the worst. I done got cops called on me, got kicked out. Yes, because sometimes I do be like drinking, because my emotions, like, I can't express myself to my mother because she only cares about, like, it's never like you can express yourself. Like, if it's not sitting right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her, period. Like, you can say how you feel all day, all night. If it doesn't sit right with her, it's not gonna sit right with her. At the end of the day, I still love my mom, even after all the bull crap, after all the stuff, after all the sending the cops on me, after kicking me out, putting me on the streets multiple times.
Well, I'm out, man.
I still love my mom down bad. Because the only thing I really wanted was a relationship with my mother, because I do not have my father at all. My father committed, after he shot my mom, 9 times.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
No matter how you try to impress people, some won't see it that way. So no use in embarrassing yourself for approval.
And stuff like that. Like, I really, she doesn't even want me in the house no more. She said she's gonna cut me off the insurance policy. She's gonna cut my phone off. There's a lot. Like, I don't know what more could I take as a human being. I didn't try to off myself multiple times living in that household, and now it's just about time to go. Like, it done got to the point where, I can't stay no more.
Stop it. Get some help.
And that's fine. Like, literally, she didn't even check on my eye. Like, that's what I really would thought. She came in the house and say, oh, your brother really did this to you, blah, blah, blah. She asked my brother and he explained, blah, 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 whatever.
I truly hope no one has parents like this, because we need to be better for our kids.
She didn't check on my eye. I'm trying to figure out how we go from my eye to a that I left in 2024. Like, that's what I'm not understanding. I left the person in 2024, and every argument we get, you bring him up. Like, that's weird to me.
Look at at your child as competition versus somebody that you should be pouring into and loving and adoring, there is something wrong with you. To even look at somebody that your child is trying to date or build something with, and to actually take him and say, oh no, he actually wanted me. Do you know how ghetto this sounds? Do you know how just, I couldn't imagine, Mama, I could not imagine my mother doing something like this to me. To the women that grew up like this, baby, I'm praying for you because you didn't deserve it.
I will do a separate video later, but I'm packing because she wants me out because she's seen the video, and because the video has been going viral and my aunties and uncles seen the video.
Kicking her out just because everyone saw it is not fair.
They're mad at me. Mad at me because they saying that I'm disrespectful for posting the video and stuff like that.
The family should have seen the whole picture because this lady is the one that needs justice.
Like, yeah, they're mad at me about the video because basically it's making her look bad, blah, blah, blah. Damn! She wants me out and she wants no contact with me. So I will let do your whole story time while I figure out everything. And y'all notice I never tagged my mother at all. I never bashed her in the comments. I literally said that I was wrong as well.
She took accountability, shared no pictures and no names.
And some of the stuff I said, and I apologize, blah, blah, blah. But still, our argument was never about the guy. It was supposed to be about my eyes. She brung up the man.
What?
We left that in 2024. She brung it up.
I'm out, man.
Y'all, thank you guys so much for all the comments and stuff like that. My god sister came and got me.
The mother looks like the type of person that never admits they're wrong. And it's a huge issue here.
Apparently, since the video has gone viral, I have gotten threat messages from my own family members because they want me to take that video down and clear my mother's name.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
Like, I didn't bash my mom. I didn't do none of that. I literally just recorded what she said to me. And now they're mad about the whole situation. Talk about you need to take the video down.
Who do you guys think is in the wrong here?
More than one person have seen this video. Yeah. So I'm not taking the video down, y'all. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, me getting threatened and threat messages and all types of stuff from my own family member because they want me to take the video down. I don't even know if they actually heard what my mother actually said to
It's sad that her family is against her while the internet is having her back.
me. But at the end of the day, I'm not taking this video down. I'm sorry. Not only that, because I'm getting threat messages and stuff like that, that's gonna make me want to keep the video up even more. Like, why would I take it down because you threatening me?
I hope she gets up again from this crisis.
Alright, I'm gonna do part one. My eyes is a little sensitive to the light, so that's why I have shades on. This might be multiple videos because I think I barely got space on my phone. So to start off, me and this guy worked together. We were talking.
Unlike the first part, this will explain exactly what happened and how the mother manipulated the situation.
And stuff like that. We did all that, blah, blah. My mom knew about it because I would be on the phone with the guy while she was in the car.
Oh, hell no.
And I would tell my mom that he was saying, he would say stuff.
That's the first issue and the reason why relationships should stay private 100%.
To say stuff about her, and I'd be like, Mom thought it was iffy a little bit. She was like, do you think he liked me or something like that?
Jesus Christ.
And I thought it was iffy like that because I even questioned him. I was like, do you like my mom or something, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, if I liked your mom, I will go with your mom.
So that was a f***ing lie.
All right, so...
If you think about it, that's exactly what happened next. She should have trusted her intuition.
Me and him been talking for months or whatever. We were talking for months. And then all of a sudden he tells me that, oh, he wants to put his dad on with my mom. His dad on with my mom. No. And I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, oh, all right. What gets me heartbroken the most is because he did say something slick, and I was like, my mom would never do me like that, blah, blah, blah. My mom would never do me like that.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
What hurts is the mother's betrayal, not the guy.
This is why I'm more hurt. Y'all, I'm not hurt on the fact, even after he talked to me and decided to go after my mom, I'm more hurt on the fact that I asked my mom to block him and he couldn't.
What?
Back to the story. So basically we were talking and stuff like that. He said he wanted to put my mom on with his dad. So he asked to speak with my mom to talk about his dad and me. You know, the motherly questions like you're supposed to ask, like, are you in school? Like, do you got a job? Have you ever been to jail? All types of stuff, y'all. That escalated real fast while I was in the room. She switched the conversation over to basically herself. Or asking more in deep questions.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This right here is a deal breaker. And here she should have known that something wasn't right.
That I don't think that should have been even asked. I'm listening to this and stuff like that. Okay, I'm a little iffy about it, but I'm like, okay, well, my mom's letting me hear it, so I'm thinking we on the same team, same page, whatever.
You serious?
So then after the conversation was done, it was hours. Like, I the max I say was 2 hours that they were talking and I was in the room for. He was done speaking to my mom, and he was like, I really like your mom's energy. Yeah, I definitely want to put your mom on with my dad.
What do you mean by that?
Me, I'm not really thinking nothing of it because it's like, okay, that's what you want to do.
This is another problem. You should notice these little details, or it's going to develop into something worse.
Well, that's what my mom want to do. Okay, well, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I was more iffy on giving the number up. I even asked my mom, I was like, he asked for your number and stuff like that. And my mom was like, that's up to you. And yeah, I was like, because he wants the dad to get your number. Because I even let him know, I was like, I don't really know. He was like, look, it's not going to be nothing. I just want her number to get to my dad, blah, blah, blah.
But why?
Her falling for this trick shows that she is a good-hearted person.
So my, if I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of a little, I gave it up. I did.
You up.
When I gave up the number, we were still on the phone. The next day that happens, he told me that his dad was calling him because, he gave the number up to his dad. His dad was calling him, blah, blah, blah.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Find out that he was on the phone with my mom, and he told my mom that, I don't want you to have my dad.
Huh?
This should have cleared any doubt she had before.
I don't want you to have my dad and stuff like that. My mom told me that's what he said and stuff like that. And I'm looking confused, like, what the flip?
A few minutes later.
All right, this is part 2. So, like I said, I was in the car driving to school, blah, blah, blah. My mom was communicating me back and forth, letting me know what he's saying and stuff like that. She calls my phone up and she was like, Kawhi. I don't know if this was entertaining to her a little bit, but yeah. She calls my phone like, Kawhi, this is what he's saying to me. He's saying this, he's saying that, blah, blah, blah.
Ew.
Her mom was clearly having the time of her life.
And I'm like, what the heck? Okay. So then I say, you know what? I'm blocking him. I had blocked him. My mom's like, nah, don't block him because he's going to call your phone. And if you block him, now he's going to know that me and you was talking and basically was trying to set it up. Like, damn! What type of plan he was on. I'm like, okay, so I unblocked him. He called my phone. He was like, why you ain't answer? Blah, blah, blah. I was calling your phone. The reason why I answered is because he was blocked. So I was like, I was so heated. I was like, you know what? I said, do you like my mom or something? I said, I already know you like my mom or something like that. He was like, you're not even letting me talk. You're not even letting me talk. Let me explain. You're not even letting me talk. You let me explain.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
You know what? Yeah, I like your mom. He hung up on me.
Oh, hell no!
To be completely honest, that must have been a hard pill to swallow. And I hope she got past that, because it's not easy if your partner admitted they like your parent. It is sickening.
And then all of a sudden, I told my mom, I was like, I didn't even let him speak. So then my mom was like, hold on. She calls me up and told me more stuff that he was saying. Then she puts us on three-way. We was on three-way multiple times. I think we was on three-way about 4 times, y'all. So she puts us on three-way. As we're on three-way, me personally, I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. I'm going off getting mad as hell at him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. He was like, you're not even letting me talk. My mom was like, Kawhi, come on, calm down, let him speak, let him speak.
The mother was clearly getting an ego boost from all of this.
My brother heard it, and I'm looking like, I'm confused on why you even want me to let him speak.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I'm already heard about the situation. I called my uncle up, let my uncle know. I told this man that my mom would never do me like this, never do me like this. And now it's backfiring in my face like, yes, she would.
Come on, man.
I called my mom up and I was like, all right, after this is done, I said, can't you block him? My mom was like, why? I was like, when you ask me to block somebody, I always do it. And then she was like, yeah, you're right. She thought about it, said, yeah, you're right. She sent me a screenshot of her blocking him. My body and soul, I could not believe it. I felt in my body, heart, and soul that she sent me a block screen and went back and unblocked him.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
I kept calling her phone. I was like, Mom, did you really block him?
This mother is manipulating on a whole other level.
Blah, 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 did you, stuff like that. So after she blocked him, I called his phone. I was like, you can leave my mom alone, blah, blah, blah. So right then and there, I already knew. He was like, what are you talking about? He calls my mom phones up, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I heard everything that was said and stuff like that. You think you're slow. I heard everything you said. You're not none of that. You think my mom doesn't want you. My mom doesn't want you. She doesn't want you. I'm thinking me and my mom on the same page.
I don't think so.
My mom calls my phone up. And she was like, she was like, oh, why did you tell him that you was in the room? Blah, blah, blah. Right then and there, I already knew.
This isn't how a relationship should be with her parent.
But before she even did that, she had called me. She was like, Hawaii, I would never do you like that. You're my daughter, this and that. That escalated real fast because I had to get my uncle involved and was like, this is what she's doing. I asked her to block him. She's not even doing it. My uncle called her. She called my phone talking about, you're my daughter. I would never put a man before you. So back to that, she calls my phone. Like, well, he wanted me. He wants me now. He wants me. He don't want you. And I'm more hurt. Like, are you serious? I was like, what? He told me everything he told me, he's telling you the same thing. Why didn't you just block him? She was like, well, I'm grown. He wanted me, not you.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
It's such a shame. Even if the guy wanted her, she shouldn't have acted this way, and she should have blocked him instead.
I'm sorry, and he don't want you. That's all she kept saying. I thought we were supposed to be on the same team, but it really backfired that you really would do me like that.
12 seconds later.
Part 2 will be on my mom's situation. I'm not really ready to speak on that right now. So, yeah. So basically, I did a double yesterday.
This is the question that everyone is wondering. So let's see what truly happened to her eye.
And I came home. My brother said that he made everybody burgers and mine was in the microwave. I had asked my sister because she make mines while I'm in the shower. She couldn't because she was already tired because she had came home from school, whatever, and she got home late. So then my brother was like, oh, I'm finna make me another burger. I was like, oh, since you about to make another burger, can you make mines, please? Because I'm about to take a shower. And he was like, no, everybody made their burgers already. All I had to do was fix it and everybody else can make their own burger. I was like, I always do stuff for you. Like, I literally brought you pizza yesterday and I didn't want to give my pizza away. My brother came to my door like 6 times when I had a box of pizza and I eat all day. 6 times. And I still wound up giving him the pizza even after I told him no.
Relax.
Every time I got food or anything, I still give it to him or save him something every time. And all I asked him was, could he just make my burger? All you do is put lettuce on there.
This happens to basically all siblings, but what's about to happen next isn't okay.
So then as I was in the room, I heard him say, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it, but I'm done. And once I heard that, I'm like, he's saying he's done, but after all the times I do for you, that I don't even do that to you. And both of us was about to get kicked out. I would have to find a way to stack up money to help him come live with me and all types of shit. My mom, me and my brother is apparently like the black sheep in the house.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, oh, you just doing this in front of a guy on the phone? Bro, I was already asking you, and we both was already yelling.
It's disappointing that her family is like this.
So it had nothing to do with nobody on the phone. Then, and plus I walked home. That's why the person also was on the phone, because every time I get off of work, I walk home. I walk 20, 30 minutes home because I don't have a car yet, whatever. So I hear him in the kitchen was like, you know what? You can make your own and I'm eating yours. And I was like, don't touch mine. I literally just said that I will make it myself. I tried to grab the first burger. I grabbed the first burger. Then he was like, I got the second one. I got the second one. Tried to grab the second one. I had knocked the buns out his hand. But I tried to grab the burger. He had pushed me on the ground. And I think he had blacked out. And he was like, nah, F this. And he had hit me in the eye.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
Calling the police on my brother. But then I had told them not to come because I had thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that is my little brother.
To do this over some food is messed up.
No, he has anger issues and stuff like that. That does not give him the right to put his hands on me and stuff like that. None of that gives him the right. We spoke like 2 days later prior, because like that video was like 2 days ago. We spoke prior. He apologized. He said he didn't mean for it to go that far. We have our understanding. We just have to be distance away from each other. I still got love for my brother. Always will have love for my brother.
I'm glad they made up, but it still doesn't make it any less wrong.
But what happened, y'all? My mom did not hit me in the eye, point blank. So, y'all, apparently my mom wants to, like, get her side of the point out there. And she went up to the place where the person is at, trying to get his side of the story out. At the end of the day, you guys, like I said in this video, I never cared if he wanted my mom or chose my mom after me, in the sense of that. I never gave two flying. It was what my mom said in the video and what she kept saying. She kept throwing it in my face over and over. My story never changed. So at the end of the day, most of the people know the story before it had hit the internet. It's not going to change how I feel. It's not going to change my story. It's not going to do none of that. I don't care. She could go up to the place, talk to him about it. His name is not being mentioned. He's not getting no clout off of me. He's not getting none of that off of me.
I've never seen anyone more forgiving than this lady. It's truly heartbreaking how much she went through.
I didn't want his name to be mentioned because he is irrelevant in this topic. The only part is I'm more concerned and more mad about is I had asked my mom to block the person. She had called my phone and told me, oh, he wanted me. That was the whole situation. If my mom really did block the person, she could have called my phone and been like, yeah, I blocked him. But no, she egged it on and said a lot of stuff. At the end of the day, I don't need the death sent to my brother. That's wrong.
What do you guys think about this whole situation?
Find out the wrong way. But see, if they hadn't let me do it, I could have done it like I wanted to.
Well, you ain't did it yet.
I've been wanting to tell you.
Why would you do it in the first place is what I'm asking. Like, that's crazy. Why would you even... It's the principle of the whole situation. You don't sleep with your daughter's husband.
If you want to know the whole truth...
There is no explaining it. Betrayal and cheating should never be forgiven.
That night you put him out the house and he didn't have nowhere to go. He came over there and your daddy was working late.
What the is this piece of shit?
And we sat on the couch and I consoled him and then he laid down and do I need to keep going?
I don't want you to keep going, actually. That's disgusting. That is crazy. Oh my God. You know what? You can keep your number 2 or whatever you got going on, and he can keep his stuff going on, because I'm done with y'all. I'm just done with y'all. I just can't believe you would do that to me.
I didn't do it to you.
I am your daughter. Like, that's...
I'm trying to...
Well, I'm out, man.
If your mom was cheating on your dad, would you tell your dad?
No.
Why?
Because it's my mom.
But it's your dad.
But it's girls before anything.
Taking sides like this is crazy.
Yeah, okay, what if your dad was cheating on your mom? Would you tell your mom? If your mom was cheating on your dad, would you tell your dad?
Depending on why she's cheating. I'll ask her, and if it's a valid reason.
Oh.
Okay, if it's a valid reason, then no, I'm not gonna tell her. But if it's like some hokey doke, oh, he fine, no, I'm telling my daddy.
Okay, so if your dad was cheating on your mom, would you tell your mom?
Yes, because what type of... What? No.
I don't even know what to say to this. I bet you guys are furious over this one.
If your mom was cheating on your dad, would you tell your mom? I mean, would you tell your dad?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Pop. Hey, Pop, you gonna have to check my dude. She tripping. Hold on, what y'all got going on? Y'all wanna tell?
Okay, so if your dad was cheating on your mom, would you tell your mom?
Nah, I'm just gonna check Pops.
If your mom was cheating on your dad, would you tell your dad? What if your dad was cheating on your mom? Would you tell your mom? Why would you not tell them?
It has nothing to do with me.
I respect this. Guys, you either tell everyone or tell no one.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
So your mom didn't pay me this month.
What she have to
So I can't really be your boyfriend anymore.
Got him!
Shouldn't pay you so you can't be my boyfriend? What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah, so at the beginning of our relationship, she kind of approached me and she came up to me and said, hey, like, my daughter doesn't really have a lot of friends, like, and she has a lot of anxiety.
She said that?
So she pays me every single month to be with you, and she gave me a little extra to actually be your boyfriend when she saw, like, we would actually be a cute couple. So she gave me a little extra.
How much does she pay you? Hunter, is this real?
Does it matter?
Yeah, you don't just yell for who I am. She paid you! Hunter!
$5 a month.
This is a funny skit. They almost had us, but it's great to see partners who accept and laugh at our jokes instead of getting mad over a funny gesture.
Got your mom cheating on your dad, what will you do?
If I caught my mom cheating on my dad,
yeah.
what will I do? I will do nothing. Cause if I do something, to probably cause more problems. So I will just lay low and watch how everything goes.
Oh, hell no!
If you caught your dad cheating on your mom.
I'll still do nothing. I'll just sit. Maybe if I caught my mom, I might do something than me seeing my dad. I mean, he's a man. But my dad, I'll do nothing. My mom, I might just talk to her, but I won't do anything more than that. I won't do anything more than that.
It's hard to figure out what to do in these situations. I don't blame her.
Can you marry the guy you had your first sex with?
Okay, like that broke my virginity.
Yeah.
If we still meet again, I might marry him. If we definitely will have to come into agreements. So anytime if we see each other anywhere, maybe we still vibe. Definitely, I would love to marry him.
Damn! This is why we don't like the first guy they knew, because that man cannot be easily forgotten.
My life has imploded. My husband, 29 male, slept with my mum, 55 female, right before we got married 2 years ago. I can't deal. He confessed it to me yesterday out of guilt. The details are that he was extremely drunk on his bachelor party night, which I knew had happened. He doesn't drink often and overdid it. Said the next morning he didn't remember anything after a certain point. I thought nothing of it. Looking back, I can see how he was acting pretty off, which I assumed at the time was wedding jitters. Now he's told me he did remember coming home that night, which was when my mum, staying with us for the week for the wedding, came on to him. He went along with it to the point of ending up having her in bed. In fact, he passed out in her bed and was there the whole night.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Moms like that are a disappointment to our community. A cheater always needs to face the consequences, whether it's the husband or the wife. We do not tolerate it either way.
This is definitely not my dad.
I don't judge you.
You're married. You're married. You have a child.
You don't know. You've never been married. You won't know till you're married.
Oh, Mum.
This girl confronts her mum after she suspects that she's cheating on her dad with a college friend.
What did you say?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I just, I think my mum might be having an affair on my dad with one of my friends from school, and I'm smiling because it's like ridiculous.
This is the definition of having everything and throwing it away.
But like, I don't know, something feels really weird. Like, we had a barbecue and he came round and like I could see them like whispering and like he's like always trying to make excuses to come round.
What do you mean by that?
The other day, she asked me when he was 18, like if he was already, and like,
okay, right, so I'm looking at my mum's phone. There's a fucking love heart under some contact, right? I've just clicked on it and look at all of these messages. I literally cannot believe it. We'll tell my mum I'm at Josh's house. I mean, there's just all these messages, and this is definitely not my dad. The way he's texting, I don't know, like, it's really freaking me out. Look at that bottom one, what's he said? I miss you. Can we go to town together? Can you drive us? Don't think Katie will see us there. What the whoever this is knows my name. I'm really freaking out now.
Mum?
Yeah?
Right, I just want you to tell me straight.
Confronting was good, but in the middle of driving is a bad idea. Always have these conversations in a safe space.
Because I found some messages on your phone.
Gotcha!
And...
What?
Yeah, well, they're not from Dad, are they? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, someone with a love heart. Yeah?
Right.
Yeah? You know what I'm talking about. So, like, just tell me what's going on, because, like, they are pretty cozy messages, aren't they?
Oh, Katie, I'm driving.
Yeah, I don't care. We'll just pull over then if you want to talk about it.
Right. Well, what? There's nothing going on.
What are you talking about? It, like, is it Ryan?
Yeah.
That was easy, wasn't it? Jesus Christ. He's...
Well, no, I'm just saying, yeah.
He's my friend. He's my age. Like, what the f*** is wrong
I'm
with
just
you?
saying, Ryan is the love heart. You asked me, is he the love heart? And I'm saying, yeah.
Oh, what, and he's saying, I love you, and that doesn't mean what I think it means. Like, have you been doing this? How long has it been going on?
Oh, do you know what, Katie?
What? What?
Well, actually, I do love him.
What the is this piece of shit?
You're joking me. No, I'm sorry. This is...
No, I do love him. I love your dad.
Well, you love both of them at once?
Yeah.
Someone who claims to love two partners at the same time makes no sense.
Get off, Mum. That is a joke.
God, I'm not dead from the waist down, you know.
I literally don't want to talk about...
But listen, but when he comes round, he's in his skimpy shorts.
Oh my God,
Mum! I can't help it. I'm human. I don't judge you. I don't judge you on the other year when you were seeing that Martin and you were seeing two other people at the same time. You had my support then.
I guess the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
You're married. You're married. You have a child.
You don't know. You've never been married. You won't know till you're married.
Oh, Mum, just...
I love your dad. I look after him. I feed him. I clothe him. Dress him.
You lie to him. You lie to him every day. Do you know what? Like, actually, just drop me off at home now. I'm going to go and tell him.
Right, okay. Well, I bloody will do.
Now.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
If you were in this situation, would you tell the father? Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.